In this video, I'm going to solve for a variable in these given equations. By the way, all of these are well-known equations representing areas and volumes of different geometric shapes. Let's start off with the area of a circle. A is equal to pi r square. To solve for r, all we need to do, we need to divide both sides of this equation by pi. So pi r square over pi. On the left hand side I have a over pi, and on the right hand side this pi cancel out, that gives me r square. Now to find the value of r, I need to take square root of both sides, so that gives me r is equal to square root of a over pi. Because this square and square root is going to cancel out, that's going to give you this value for r. Now if you know the area of a circle, you can just plug in that value for a and simplify it. You should get the radius of the circle. Now let's go ahead and deal with a triangle. Area of a triangle is a is equal to 1/2 times base times height. Okay, so a triangle, this is a triangle. So let's say this is my base. Then my height is going to be the perpendicular line from the vertex, from this point to this. So this angle is 90 degrees. So this is my height and this is my base. So the area of a triangle is 1/2 times base times height. So to solve for h, all I need to do, multiply this equation by 2. That's going to give me 2a is equal to b times h. Then divide both sides by b. That's going to give me h is equal to 2a over b. 2 times the area divided by the base. So that's what you do for a triangle. Now let's go ahead. So we have done this one, we have done this one. Now this is the volume of a cone, so we need to solve for r again. V is equal to 1/3 pi r square h. So it's like the cone ice cream. Okay, so this is the formula for finding the volume of a cone. So multiply both sides of this equation by 3. That's gonna give me 3v is equal to 3 times 1/3 pi r square h. 3 and 3 is going to cancel here, so that's going to give me 3v is equal to pi h times r square. I'm going to just group these two. Now I divide both sides by pi h. Divide both sides by pi h. So on the left I'm going to get 3v over pi h is equal to, on the right these two cancel out, gives me r square. Now to find the value of r, I take square root of both sides. That gives me r square root is going to cancel. R is equal to square root of 3 times the volume of the cone divided by pi times h. Pi times h. So the radius of a cone, r, is given by this. Now the next one is this one, radius of a volume of a cylinder. So v is equal to pi r square h, and I'm not gonna go through the whole step. You can see is gonna be r is equal to square root of v over pi h, and then finally the volume of a sphere, v is equal to 4/3 pi r cube. Now I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal of 4/3. The reciprocal of 4/3 is 3/4. So 3/4 times v is equal to 3/4 times 4/3 pi r cube. I'm multiplying both sides of this equation by 3/4, which is the reciprocal of 4/3. I want to get rid of it, right? So 3 over 4 v is equal to 3 cancel out, 4 cancel out, gives me pi r cube. Now if I divide both sides by pi on the right hand side cancel out. That gives me r cube is equal to 3v over 4 pi. If I simplify this, it's going to be 3v over 4 pi. Now to find the value of r, I just take the cube root, not square root. Remember, this is r cube, so we have to take the cube root. So on the left hand side, I'm going to get r. On the right hand side is going to be cube root of 3v over 4 pi. Remember, this cube root is on the whole thing, 3v over 4 pi. Okay, so this is the radius of a sphere. I hope that this discussion was helpful. Thank you very much.